I think it's safe to say that one of the best things about Newgrounds is its ability to make stylish, vibrant remixes of older games that have come before. And going off of that metric, Castle Crashers absolutely delivers. It's one of the fastest and freshest beat-em-ups you'll play. It may not have the combo depth of River City Underground or the more sophisticated mechanics of something like Dragon's Crown, but like a well-made hamburger with no extra toppings, it's hard not to love despite its simplicity. Each individual part of Castle Crashers is crafted with enough care that it ends up being bigger than the sum of its parts. Sound design is solid, the OST is basically Newgrounds' greatest hit album, and the art is so unrelentingly styled and colorful that what's on screen is always beautiful regardless of content. Yes, even this. I am amazed at how many times I can juggle an enemy in this game and not get tired of it. There's a fine art to knowing when to slam your enemies against the ground with your heavy attack before continuing your combo, though there's definitely tons of cool stuff you can only do on the ground. The RPG mechanics are serviceable and do a good job of providing progression without bogging down the central gameplay loop. You can upgrade your attack, health, walking speed, and magic. Upgrading your attack is a double-edged sword. Since the XP you gain is on a per-hit basis, being powerful enough to beat a boss in only a couple of hits will yield a lot less points than if you had been wailing on it for a while because of your lower strength. Magic is much different though, as it gives you access to entirely new attacks. These unfortunately have a lot of overlap between characters, meaning it doesn't feel as different to play between these characters as some other beat-em-ups out there. But we'll get back to that. The Behemoth's sense of humor permeates the whole experience. Enemies will get floored with good comedic timing, and animals in the forest level themselves with regularity. With how easily the beat-em-up genre can become repetitive, it's definitely welcome to see humor like this, though it probably won't be on your subsequent playthroughs. If you're like me, you've poured hundreds of hours into Castle Crashers in your childhood, or maybe even not long ago. You're going to see these bits play out dozens of times over, and I can't help but be somewhat envious of a brand new player I'm co-oping with that's laughing hysterically at what's going on, whereas the joke's been utterly driven into the ground for me. Speaking of being driven into the ground, this game's equivalent of a New Game Plus is absolutely brutal. After completing the normal mode, you'll be able to opt into insane mode, which is the same thing but with freakish buffs to attack and health for enemies. To say this is a lazy implementation of higher difficulty is an understatement. Even at max level, this is going to be a really tough trek. Insane mode in this might be worse than very hard on God of War, and I watched my friend kick an enemy for half an hour in that. To come back around to that issue I had discussed earlier, you likely already know what I'm going to say, and it's that every single character in the game has the exact same moveset. Finally beating a really hard arena to unlock a cool looking character might feel fulfilling, but some of that magic is lost when you realize everyone uses the same light and heavy attacks. I understand that including different movesets for as many characters as they put in is a daunting task, but it's hard for it to not feel like padding in some capacity when there isn't even a second moveset to spread across the roster. I do urge you to still check this game out though, because even people who don't necessarily enjoy beat-em-ups have been known to have a great time with Castle Crashers.